I'm Olivia Fierro. How are you feeling this Monday? It's likely tied to how much sleep you got last night and over the weekend. You're feeling good, or you're feeling like this? Lack of sleep can lead to anxiety, even depression, so the doctor is in this morning with how to get a little more Z's. Good morning, Arizona. Coming up, it's National Sleep Awareness Week, and Dr. Thompson is joining us in studio to help us catch more quality sleep. Good morning, Arizona. Taking a look outside, it is sure looking pretty, just about 9 minutes after 8 on your Monday morning. It may look good, but how are you feeling on a Monday? Some of us are dragging. You know, adults are supposed to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Teenagers, even more than that. The benefits of sleep are plenty, but the detrimental effects of lack of sleep are downright dangerous. So our friend Dr. Sharon Thompson of Central Phoenix Obstetrics and Gynecology is joining us this morning to talk a little bit about what we know the body needs and why we still don't seem to get enough sleep. Good morning.
Good morning. You know, sleep is one of those things that we know we need to do it, but we don't want to because we have so many other things that we'd rather be doing.
Yeah.
So it's one of those bugaboos. Interesting thing is that no researchers understand why we must sleep.
Okay.
So all mammals do sleep, but why we need to and why we have deleterious health effects when we don't is not completely clear.
So what gets in the way the most? Is it the brain, or is it hormonal? Is it diet? Is it caffeine?
It's hard to say. Our lifestyles are probably the biggest answer because we have so many things that we want to be awake to do, including these days watch a lot of Netflix.
Yeah, let's blame Netflix, definitely. We know that the body recharges when we sleep. What else is happening while we're in that deep sleep?
So we think that our memories are forming because we know that when folks are in situations where they have to learn a lot, new learning environments, they want to sleep more and they tend to dream more. So we think that sleep has something to do with helping the brain consolidate memories. But sleep is still a big mystery.
Yeah. Well, you know that you feel that fogginess the next day if you, wake up from a nap, say, right in the middle, or if you just don't get enough sleep. I mean, the brain just doesn't seem to want to cooperate with you.
So that we know much more about. What happens if you don't get enough sleep? There's definitely drowsiness, trouble concentrating. We know that there's stages of sleep, one of which we dream REM sleep, where most of us are familiar with that. Stage 3 sleep is that deep sleep where someone wakes you. One, it's very difficult to wake you, and you wake up feeling groggy and disoriented. So that's the stage where if you wake up, you just feel you don't know where you are. Your phone rings and you're like, what's that? What's ringing? So we know there's stages of sleep, and definitely waking from different stages have different effects. We know that at different ages you need different amounts of sleep.
I was surprised about the teenagers. It's really true. They do need more sleep.
Younger people need more sleep. So infants sleep the most, toddlers need, teenagers. And the interesting thing about teenagers is not only do they need more sleep, but they actually are on a different cycle than the rest of us. Most teenagers would do better staying up later, which most parents notice that their teenagers want to stay up all night, and sleeping more during the day. In fact, there are some countries in South America and even in Europe where they have a staggered day. So teens start school at 1 p.m. And studies show that they are starting to show that they might do better with that kind of schedule. Yeah, teens are on a slightly different schedule than
maybe they're on a slightly different planet than the rest of us, right?
It seems like that many a day.
So what can we do to improve our quality of sleep, whether it's duration or just being able to fall asleep and make it a positive experience rather than something you're dreading, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping?
A couple of very simple things that you can do is, one, make your room dark and quiet. Oftentimes light, our bodies, we're like cats and dogs in a sense, in that we want to calm down at night when the sun goes down. We want to wake up when the sun comes up. And so giving your body that kind of cycle by turning your lights off, making your room dark and quiet can be helpful. Having a ritual, we were talking about a ritual about sleep, where you do the same thing every night. You take a warm bath or a shower, you have relaxing music, maybe some of those sound machines.
Yes, I love that.
White noise is great. But stimulating noises like TV or a show is not so good. Turn those screens off maybe about an hour before you go to bed. That'll help.
Grab an old-fashioned book.
But don't read in bed.
I'm doing it all wrong.
Two things. Sleep in something else that we won't mention on a morning show.
Dr. Thompson, all right. That's a whole other segment, okay? Thank you so much. Great to see you. We'll share more of this on the Easy Family.